Welcome, everybody. It's great to have you here today. I'm so glad that you could join me for this very special podcast about cutting energetic cords and how we can easily protect ourselves from the challenging energies that may be disrupting our lives. So, today I have a very special guest and a lovely friend, Aika, who will be joining me shortly in just a few minutes. So, in the meantime, sit back, enjoy the music, and I'm really looking forward to having this very stimulating conversation and sharing these wonderful tools with all of you. And wonderful. Here's Aika now, and it's great to have you here. I just want to check, how is the sound? Can you hear me?
Oh, very clearly today. It's really great. It's really great.
Wonderful, Aika. It's great to see you.
Thank you for having me, Michelle.
And I just realized I can't hear anything because I need to connect my headphones. I'll be right back. Okay. Okay, there we are.
Great.
Hi, Aika. How are you doing today? I think today the sound is going to be great. I'm using a professional mic and
Oh,
everything is ready to go. And I believe
yeah.
Hortense was here. She's going to come back. So, how are you
Oh, okay.
today?
I'm
Yeah?
wonderful, Michelle. How you doing?
Uh, Good, good. I'm just glad everything's working. Yeah, I'm good. It's been an interesting week. Yeah, just a lot of shifts in the world, and just feeling. I
Hmm.
think I'm feeling it a lot in my body,
Mm,
processing it,
yeah.
and trying to let it move through me and not stick with me. So,
Yeah.
yeah. How about yourself? What's this week been like so far for you?
So far, okay. Just like, I'm doing so many things. I've been like, sleeping a little bit late, but other than that, well, how can I say? A little bit not challenging in a way, but it's just, we have up and downs and stuff. How can I tell you?
Yes. Yes, I
It's not easy
know.
for
I
no
know.
one. It's a tough time. We are living like a really hard time right now. It's for everybody, and even like the kids are feeling it. Like adults, all of us. It's uh,
Yes.
it's not easy. It's not easy.
No, it isn't. It isn't. And it's interesting for today. The reason why I came up with this particular topic is a client who I haven't been in touch with for a while reached out of the blue and said, I'm just really feeling like I'd like to revisit what you taught me about cutting energy cords and just general energy protection. And I thought, well, that's interesting. Out of the
Hmm.
blue, she's contacted me. And so I said to her, well, I think you've just given me the topic for my next podcast. And I really invite you to come and join because we're going to have a discussion
Yes.
about that today. And
Yeah.
so I'd love to know. I know that your spiritual practices are similar but different than mine, and the tools that you use are obviously different, perhaps some similar. I'd love to know what your thoughts are on protection and what kind of tools do you use for just general protection of any disruptive energies, anything that may not be harmonious for you in your life. What do you use?
I use crystals
Oh, do you
to
really?
protect.
Ah,
Yeah, I mean, remember, it's just like spirituality is one. That's not. It's not different. We might call it like different names, you know, like in Cuba and Puerto Rico, they call it Santeria. In my hometown in Africa, we
yes.
call it Voodoo, Vodun, and then here it's Hinduism, but it's still spirituality. It's still spirituality.
Yes.
These are just different names, but it's almost the same practice. A lot of things that they do here in Bali, it's almost the same thing that we do at home. The offerings, to the gods, to the spirits, everything that you see, flowers, food, we do the same thing. But what we do
Really?
a little bit more, yes, we offer them coffee every morning. We
Mm.
offer them water. And when we eat throughout the days, we invite them to come and eat with us. So we set a plate for them, Or if you don't do that, you remove a little bit of put the food and you put it on the side and say, I invite you to come and eat with me, you know? Those are your
Mm.
spirits. Those are your ancestors, you know? But people have that
Yes.
different mentality. As soon as they heard about voodoo, ooh, it's bad. It's this, it's that. No, I want people to understand much better what is voodoo. It's energy. That's what it
Mm.
is. It's just energy. It's your ancestors who's no longer in this world. They are there to protect you. You connect with them. Some of them, we call it Loa, LOA or LWA, not law, is Loa, which is like, the spirits, and we connect with them and ask them for guidance. So we talk to them. We talk just like I'm talking to you, you know?
Ah, wonderful. I love
Yeah.
that. And I love that you're
Yeah.
here to dispel all of these stereotypes about voodoo. I mean, I actually saw a movie the other night, and there was the woman doing voodoo, and I was thinking about I'm like, I bet if Catherine saw this movie, she'd be really annoyed. And I was like, why do they have to have these horrible stereotypes? And I think it just the sense is like people are want that excitement. They want to see something dramatic, or and of course that makes for good movies or TV in certain people's minds anyway. But no, I also I love about how you've been creating these candles, and I'd love for you to share a little bit more about how candlelight and prayer can be a wonderful way to create positive energy as a field of protection and supporting us in our lives.
Yes. Candles, when you lit a candle, it's light, it's the sun, it's fire. What is fire? Fire is energy. Fire gives life, bring life. When you wake up in the morning, let's say like, for 2, 3 days, you don't see the sun. How do you feel? You feel down, stressed
Mm.
out, disconnect. But as soon as like, the sun rise up, it's brightening your life. It just gives you another kind of energy. Why do you think a lot of people get depressed during winter time? When talking about the cold countries like New York City and stuff like that. Why do you think so? There's no sun.
Yeah, I mean, it's because of a
That energy
seasonal
is not there.
affective. Yeah, yeah, we need
Yeah,
it.
that energy is not there.
Absolutely.
For
Yes.
me, was born in the sign of the sun. Okay, I cannot function during winter time. I need the sun. The sun energizes me, makes me want to get up and do things. And the same fire when you lit your candle, and people do not understand that when you lit a candle, that energy, the fire energy, it's alive. It's alive. You need to be able to talk to it. So at least you can connect with that light. To take that light and put it inside of you to become one. Because we need that energy. We need the sun energy. We need the fire energy to be able to function.
Mm.
So those
Yes.
candles with all the spiritual sign, each one of them has a meaning and what you need. You need love in your life. You get the pink one because she is the goddess of love. If you know how to do it the proper way, she will shower you with all good things. She loves what? She loves perfume, she loves jewelries, she loves crystal, and she loves sweet stuff. And when you lit that candle, you talk to the fire, we talk to that goddess. You will feel her. You need fire? You get the red one, you get the yellow one, you get the orange one. Those are fire. You need to have that in your life. You have a business, you need your business to stand out. You need customer to come. You call upon them. When you lit that candle, that energy, the power of that energy, you and that become only one. You are a farmer. You need to cultivate and have everything. Can you hear me? Can you hear
Yes, I hear
me?
you very
Oh,
well.
okay.
Yes.
Yes. You
Wonderful.
are a farmer, right? Just the same here. They have the goddess for the rice, and every rice field they have a temple. They pray the goddess of rice. It's the same thing. If you listen to my podcast last week on Friday about energy and Cousin Zaka, this is it. You want to have good thing in your agriculture, as a farmer, you need your crops, to you call upon him, you talk to him, and you made him offering. And this is a spirit. He doesn't eat anything that is fake. You need to serve him the food that comes from the earth, from the land, because he is a farmer. He is the God. He's the one that can protect the farmer. He helps them. And even if your crops is not ready yet, you need money to be able to get your crops better, to buy more crops. He doesn't give it to you. He will lend you some money. And it's all those kind of things people don't understand. And they think oh, voodoo is a bad thing. There is more to voodoo than we will ever know. Even myself, I will never be able to discover enough of it because my time is too short on this earth. I will have to be living, I don't know, maybe 200, 300 years to be able to understand everything. There is so
Yes,
much
yes.
more. there is so much more. Energy is everything. Talking to you right now, it's about energy. You and I, we connect. That's the reason why I can be talking to you. You can be on my show. I am on your show. That's energy. We're sharing that.
Yes, yes.
When you
But I'd
lit
love
that candle,
to kind of,
mhm,
yes. I was just going to say I'd love to just kind of off of what you've just said about everything is energy. There's a distinction too, you know, between energy and frequency, right? I mean, everything is energy, but then energy has different frequencies, right? And so
mhm,
when we bring in the positive thinking, the, you know, the power of that shifts our frequency. And so that's why I often talk about like attracts like. So if we're continuously in a negative mindset, right, then we're going to attract a lot of challenges in our lives. And
mhm.
going back to this whole idea of protection, I know that as infinite beings, we actually really don't need protection. If anything, we probably need protection from ourselves and our thoughts. And if we can
Exactly,
just
exactly.
maintain positive
Hmm.
thinking, and high vibrational consciousness. Uh, Ooh, I'm getting chills as I say that. Then what do we need to be
Hmm.
protected
Hmm.
from?
From ourselves, you just said from ourselves. We need
Yes, from
protection from
ourselves.
ourselves. That's why we
Yes,
need
and
protection
and
from,
and
but we don't need protection from anything else.
yeah, but these things are tools, right? Like lighting the candle, as you said, helps us to move into that mindset, of being more positive. It helps
Hmm.
us to shift our frequency, right? So it's not that um, we need protection per se, but these tools help us. I think this is what I think anyway. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Very interesting. So I don't know about in your tradition of
Hmm.
voodoo, whether there is any kind of cord cutting ceremonies or rituals that you use. But I know in
Hmm.
shamanism and in other types of healing I've studied, there's a belief
Hmm.
that sometimes people unintentionally, if they're really focused on you, they're thinking about you obsessively, they can actually create an energetic cord from them to you. And
Hmm.
this isn't always bad. Like I probably have some for my children, but sometimes it can be problematic and it can actually really hold us back, or in some cases, even make us ill. And this is what I've learned in
Hmm.
shamanism. I don't know. In voodoo, do you guys have anything like that? Do you talk about that, or is that not part of your spirituality? Or what are your thoughts about that?
As I said, it is all
Hmm.
one, different names.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yes.
you can have. Okay, let me give you an example. For example, right? Um, the name can be Mambo for the woman. Mambo is just like a shaman, a woman shaman. You can call her a pretress, like the woman like who do celebration, who can call on the spirits and things like that.
Hmm.
There's one lady, a good friend of mine. Whenever she's doing some work, she wants me there, and I never feel comfortable to be around her. But being nice, and I always say okay, but it's just one time, and I see something is wrong. I feel drained whenever I am around that woman. It's just like she's sucking my energy. I said, what is that?
Yeah.
What is that? But we are like sisters. We are like sisters. I call because she's much, much, much older than me. And, she is my sister. She is that older sister that I always wanted to have. But something is not right. She
Yes.
always wants to be around me, calling me, asking me questions and stuff like that. And me, I'm just like, open up. And one time I say, you know what? Something is wrong. She needs my energy. She is so attached to me. It's just like that umbilical cord need to be cut off, whatever it is.
Yes. Yes.
And you have, most of us have those kind of people in our lives who's hold on to us. But you don't know why that person is holding to you. But they have their own purpose. They need you. We call them energy sucker. They need you to be able to help them. They need you to do things. Even like, sometimes the person just what I don't know if it ever happened to you or maybe anybody who's listening right now. Like someone like, come to your house, you are feeling just fine. And as soon as the person like, just walked in, you feel weird, like heavy and things. And that person like sit and talk and talk and talk about things and stuff like that. And after a while, you inside of you, you are so annoyed. It's not like by what the person is saying, just the presence of that person. So this is the time that you need to put a stop and say, you know what, I need to disconnect. I need to withdraw myself. In our spiritual practice, even sometime, like some people say, oh, you know what, I don't need, there's some energy that I don't need. There's a ritual for that to just like send that energy away, to just say, okay, you know what, this is it. Your time is up, and you're going to have to leave that person alone. They do a celebration, not me, because those are like a celebration that the elders can do. To just like detach, disconnect. And we as human beings trying to be nice and great to please everybody, sometimes we let that person like stick to us like glue without realizing like the impact that person is doing on our health, on our body, on our all well-being. So if you have like to wash it out and just like be honest and like a nice way, just detach yourself. It's best for the both
So,
of you, because the other person maybe might be gaining
yeah.
something, but what are you getting out of it?
Yes, yes. So this is very true, and I think it's definitely useful. Um, on the other hand, one thing I'm encountering with a particular person I'm working with, she has her mother-in-law continuously sending her entities and demons and black magic. And
Oh my God.
so for somebody like that, it isn't so simple to just disconnect, it's a bit tricky, yeah? Because there's lifetimes
Mother-in-law,
upon
you cannot
lifetimes
disconnect with
of,
your mother-in-law. That's not
well,
what we're
this
talking
woman is
about.
using black magic on her and having somebody help her send this bad energy to this
But
this particular client. Yeah,
yeah, but
yeah, and
now
so
the
she's
question is, you need to know why the mother-in-law is sending this black magic. Talking about magic, do you know the word magic is a science by excellence? That's what magic means for. We human beings
a science of
use the
excellence.
word.
Did you say?
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you.
We human being use it because also the media and Hollywood didn't do a good job on that to portray a magic. It's a bad thing. Make you
Hmm.
disappear. Poof. and doing this, turn you into whatever and stuff like that. But people sometimes forgot it can be just a movie. It's not everything that you are watching or seeing is true, because they have to create something full of excitement to get you connected, interested. But when you sit down and read about what magic it's really about, I say, oh my God, really? That's what it is? But how many people are ready to listen about that? So I'm sorry to go back. Now, your friend or your client, the best thing she needs, it's a protection. Okay, she can, but because you see, people doesn't know, but maybe tourmaline, the crystal, the black crystal tourmaline. Okay, is full
Uh-huh.
of protection power, full of it. You can carry one in your bag. You can have one by your nightstand. You can have one, around your house just to protect you.
Yes. I also use black obsidian. That's another one
It's
that I
exactly that
like as
one too.
well.
But the tourmaline is very
Mm.
powerful. Black obsidian, not only protect you, but also if you have, let's say, sometimes you wake up and you have that heaviness in your arm, you warm it up in your
Yes.
hands and just rub it exactly where you have that pain or whatever. Okay.
Wonderful.
And
Yes.
some pain that you
I
have
will. I know.
is caused also by very bad vibration. There's so many there
Yes.
is so many ways your client can block this. Just keep it away, keep that person away. You don't even have to just not talking to that person. Sometimes a simple prayer, a simple words can just keep someone away from you. You detach from that person, and without even the person realizing, they just stop. They just stop bothering you, stop contacting you. Like that, you don't have an enemy. You don't have to go and say bad words or whatever to someone. It's just what? I have to cut that umbilical cord right now. I need to walk away from it. Simple.
Well, this is interesting. And I also know that, there can be some past lifetimes, that we've had with that person that we don't know. Maybe we were mean and vicious with them, and now they're coming back at us. I mean, we don't know the relationship that we've had with soul to soul. And sometimes, like you said, saying a prayer or lighting a candle and just really utilizing a more positive approach to deflecting that negative energy can be really powerful. I mean, the power of love. Love is one of the highest frequencies, right? We talk about
Yes.
frequency and love and compassion, but really
Hmm.
filling our body up, right? Our body, our being, and really being that frequency of love can be incredible, incredible protection, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
And that
very
sounds something. If
interesting.
you're talking about the past life, if you want to connect with maybe you have an uncle or a grandmother, grandfather, or your parents who passed away, and sometime when the person passed away, you didn't have time to make peace or whatever, when the person was alive, and you didn't have time to make peace with that person. Yes, and that person is no longer among you. Their spirit is not going to be at peace. And if that person was let's say, I'm sorry to say that, a bad person, and he or she will come back to haunt you. But there's a way you can do to connect. Simple. One night, not sleeping with your husband, wear all white, take a shower, be very, very, very dispo. Okay, you lit a white candle. You have like a glass of water, not cold, of course. You just like sit quietly and you start talking. If you know the name of the person, like pass away, you can call up on like all your ancestors and just talk like whoever they are all were like they are with you and say, listen, I'm lost. I don't know what's going on. Wherever you are, I know you're at peace or you are doing your thing. I'm sorry to disturb you, but I need light. Whatever I did, when I did it, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I need you now. Can you just show me a sign? Can you just come and talk to me? You'll be surprised. Some of them, they can act up right away. You will see like the light of the candle start flicking like back and forth very fast, 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 fast. Or you can just stay quiet, nothing happen, and when you go to bed at night, you can have a dream. You can just like see that person or them sit down and talk to you. And you just tell them, it's like what I say, listen, don't come and scared me. Don't come and just, I want you to come and talk to me and help me because I need you right now. I know I hurt your feeling. I know, like, I did this, I did that, but please, I'm so sorry. Now I need you. Remember, I'm your child and will always be your child, your sister, your brother, your wife, your husband, whatever it is. You just spoke to them. They will listen to you. When you're doing that, I have a candle, like, it's just a white candle. You just like sit and just like connect with that candle, connect with that flame, with that light, with that fire, and just talk. Yes, some people like can become very emotional. You start crying, and it's okay to cry from time to time. It's okay. But if you feel that you really need that, just do it. So at least you can be in peace. Because once you do that, now that spirit cannot stay mad with you anymore because you made peace. You made peace. Some of them can take 2 or 3 days before like when they show up and say, hey, you know what, Michelle, I'm so sorry. And you'll be surprised. Some of them like will cry with you. They will cry with you. And sometimes you can just sit there and you feel like that and cry. Just let it go. Let it go. Cry. But you need to just reconnect. A family member, because for us in Vodou spiritual, when the person like is dead, we don't say like he's dead. He just is not in this physical world. He just do what
Yes.
how you call it? We call it in French une traversée. Une traversée meaning like you are here now. You go to another country. Let's put it this way. This is not really the word because right now I cannot think straight about that. Just to give you the term, but that person is just not
Yes.
there. The same place that Michelle and Catherine is, we are not. They're not there. They are in a different world, but you can still connect with them. The only thing, don't do it very often because they are in their journey. You cannot be disturbing them all the time. But from time to time, you may call upon them to ask them for guidance and light and ask them for forgiveness. This is the most important thing, forgiveness. If you did something to them, you let them go, they are not happy. And even like if somebody is bothering you, call upon them and say, listen, I cannot do this without you. I need your help. I need your help. Please help me. They will. But don't ever ask anything bad. When you are praying, when you are connecting with your ancestors, never, ever ask bad things to happen to another person. Because when you do that,
Yeah.
you have to get yourself ready. It might not be the person that you want to get hurt. It might be like a family member, somebody close to you. That's why, like we That's the reason why when people talking about black magic, da, 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 stuff like that, I smile. In our spirituality and voodoo, we we don't hurt people, we don't do bad things. We want peace. Any type of spirituality will connect with nature. Even one leaf we're going to take to make tea, we talk to the tree. First of all, we say thank you for your presence, for your life, because that leaf, when you remove it from that tree, you just kill it. Thank you for that leaf I'm going to take from you because I need it to be able to make tea. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for what you're going to do for me, what you're going to bring for me or for my child, for my husband, for my wife who's sick right now. As I know, by giving them that tea, so be it, they're going to heal. Thank you. We don't do bad things. We pray with nature. The other day, my landlord was laughing at me. You know why? Because I had a string of like those big ants. I put my arms on the floor, all of them just come into my arm, and I went outside and put them in the earth, in the soil. He said, "What are you doing? Kill them." I said, "No, we don't kill animals. We don't kill insects." This is our
That's
practice.
amazing, Catherine.
That's
That's
what we are.
amazing. Hmm.
I speak for myself. I speak like, for other people that I saw in action. I cannot speak for everybody. It's the same thing. Some people like, they say like, black magic, black magic, black magic. Maybe that is sometimes they do black magic for good things because we don't know. We don't know. When you heard the black magic thing, does that mean like, it's always have to be like, negative? Doesn't have to be like, bad things. We just don't know. But the media did a good job. Society did a good job by portraying us like, black magic is a bad thing. And we grew up with that. We had that only in mind. I'm so sorry. Our conversation got completely turned into
No,
something
no,
else.
it's
But
fine.
please, go ahead.
Well, it's an interesting distinction because my understanding has always been that white magic is positive and good, and that black magic is
Oh
when
my
people
God.
have, more evil intention behind. So there's the white and the black magic. That's my understanding. And there's good voodoo
Yeah,
and there's
it's
bad voodoo, and there's good shamans and there's bad shamans. I mean, everybody's
of course in
working
everything,
with.
Michelle. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
it's on
Everybody has,
everything.
there's a
I
potential
mean,
to go
you mean to tell
to the
me,
dark.
yeah, I grew up as a Catholic, okay, all my life. I went to Catholic school, I did my first communion and everything, blah, 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 blah. Okay? You think like in Catholic they don't do bad things? In
Oh no,
every
they really do
religion,
bad
because
things.
here we go.
Yeah.
Exactly. So when people like, when you say like, they always say like, black. Yes. Whenever they portray black, black is always negative. But black is
Right.
power. Black is positive.
Hmm.
Black is love. But some people doesn't understand that. You see like in a black group people somewhere, oh, they must be talking about, gang and this and that and this and that. We know better. We should stop doing those kind of things. The same way you
Yes.
think like,
Yes.
black is bad, white can be worse. Life is not black and
Hmm.
white. There's more to it.
Hmm.
How many times like, we take time to understand, oh, you know what? Oh, she's from Haiti. She's from a different continent. She's from Africa. What about like, I try to understand her culture. Why do I have to understand yours and not you trying to understand mine? Because like, the
Right.
media always portray black as bad. And people have that in mind. Black is uneducated.
Yeah.
Black is this. Black is that. Black, 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 black. Really? I travel in so many places, so many different countries. Things that I've seen, I just sit and laugh or shake my head. I say, wow, wow. Some things I can sometimes like come in front of me that me grew up like in Haiti, in the Caribbean. I never saw those kind of things in my entire life. I was in Germany once, and we were a group of people talking, and they were talking bad about Haiti and Haiti this, Haiti that, Haiti. And I just turned my head with a smile. I said, "What do you know about Haiti?" I said, "Oh my God, this is a bad country." I said, "No, this is not what I asked you. What do you know about Haiti?" Oh, well, what you should. I said, "Oh, you only learn about Haiti in the TV, in the news, right?" Say, "Yes." I say, "Well, I am from Haiti." "Oh, no, you're not. You don't look Haitian." I say, "Oh, does Haitian I can have a look?" I say, "Oh,
Oh
no,
my
because I
God.
can off what I'm seeing on TV." I say, "Wow." I say, "Let me tell you something, not to be disrespectful. When you don't know about something, you just shut up. Just stay quiet. Because you have no idea.
Wow.
What about like in America? Do you know like in some places in America, people are living, well, I don't want to say the words I was going to say, very badly. They have nothing. Right here, there, that big place, like, they're calling like, the great city in the entire world, worse than back home. But they don't show you on TV. They don't show it to you on TV.
No.
You go to Europe, you see the same thing, but they don't show those on TV. Like I tell people, it's all about marketing. There's a young girl I met in Manhattan once. She told me, "Oh my God, I'm so disappointed." I said, "But why you are so disappointed?" She said, "Because for me, when I moved here, I thought I was going to have the life of the same like those women and Sex and the City." I start laughing. I cracked myself up so much. I said, "What do?" She said, "Yes, I'm paying $2,000 for a shoebox apartment." And I told the guy that I want the apartment just like this girl in Sex and the City. I said, "Sweetie, welcome to New York." That's what I told her. Welcome to New York. But
Uh,
I say, yeah, of course, they're showing you like great things on TV. But when you come here, honey, oh, you experience the real life. This is America. This is New York City. Do they show you
yes.
Haiti about like all those nice beaches, like those big hotels that we have, all those great places we have? No, they don't. Do they show you like all the big peoples like with money, all those greats? They have lands, they're buying lands in Haiti? No, they don't tell you about that. But people like just focus only on what they're showing you. But of course, we're not here to talk about that. Sorry. Let's move forward.
It's okay. Well, it's just all about the propaganda that is out there. And it relates back to what we were talking about, black magic or white magic. It's funny because I have this Healy device, and when it's not working well, it goes to black. And my son said to me, "Why does black always have to be the bad thing?"
Oh my God, I
And I
love
said,
this
"Well, that's
kid.
an interesting question." Yeah, that's what he said. Why is it always black that is chosen, to be the thing that there's something wrong? And I thought, well, that's a very interesting observation. And I said, that's an interesting observation. And I think, yeah, it's so ingrained in us that white is right and black is wrong. And we have to really become conscious of these subliminal programs, and so we can deprogram ourselves, and this
Yeah.
is this is so important. So no, it's relevant that you brought it up. I'm glad you did. And and looking at how we are, we're creating the reality of right and wrong, good and bad, black and white. and it's all about polarity. And I think now we've got to move away from that. There's been so much polarity in our world that has created this division, and it's about bringing it into a place of unity now, right? Stop the polarity consciousness and come into unity consciousness, right? So no, I'm really happy that you mentioned that, for sure.
That
Yeah,
authors just
thank
say
you.
something. They did the same for the witches. And yeah, because they burned them, they
Ah,
say like, they were bad and this and that. But a lot of people used to go to them to ask like, for guidance and for this and that. And when they no longer like,
yes.
they have to find someone or something to blame. And what did they do? They kill all of them, you know? When you take like, the history of France, Jeanne d'Arc, okay, that woman, like, and she was a fighter. Yes, they call her witches, and what did they do? They burn her alive, you know. But all people, when they needed, like, things,
Jeez.
they used to go to her. It's just like this,
Right.
what, Michelle, history, there's nothing new in history. There's nothing new. We just go over and over the same thing over again. But now
Yes.
we know better. We are the one who need to educate our kids first, definitely our kids. We need to educate our children to teach them on how. I mean, just like your son just said, why bad things always have to be black? Why?
Yes.
Black is just a color.
Yeah.
Black is
It
just a
is.
color. Like white is just a color. Pink is a color, yellow is a color, red is a color, green is just a color. That's what it is. But from each of those
Yes. Yeah.
color, we have a different type of energy and vibration. I can put like a white candle and start praying with it, but depends on what I'm doing. It'll be a bad energy and bad vibration. I can take a red one, a yellow one, a
Absolutely.
pink one, whatever you call it. It's just a color. So people have like to take that stereotype like out of their mind and just like about black is always negative. If black is so negative, why whenever like you're going out and a big dinner, a big event, you wear black? You want to look hot, you wear a black dress, a black gown. What is so negative? Why are you wearing it? Why using it? Don't have it in your closet because it's not good. It's negative. It's bad. You understand what I mean? It's just a
Oh, I
color.
totally do. I totally do. And it's interesting though, when I was in Ecuador and I was working with the shaman masters, one of the shamans said to me that I shouldn't wear black, that I would attract, dark energies. And I thought, well, that's interesting, because I've been wearing black for many years and I've never really felt that way. But that's his conditioning. That's his program. That's what he believed. He really believed that. And so this is what,
If I may
this is the
say
problem, I
something
think.
about that, if I may say
Yeah,
something
of
about
course.
that, in spirituality, they will tell you not wearing black at night. You know why? Because if you're walking in the dark, you blend in. So when like let's say bad energy is traveling, like bad energy is everywhere, okay? So they're not going to be able to make a difference. They're just going to blend in with you. So
Ah,
I know that you do not wear black at night. If you're going out, like you live in your house and get into your car to go to a party, it's okay. But if you're going to walk on the street, you don't wear black. Even let's, for example, I was driving when I was in New York. Where I turned at the corner, it was completely dark. There was no light. And here comes this guy. Thank God I had like a great reflex and stopped the car, wearing all black in the dark, and coming like crossing in front of the car. Almost hit him.
God.
So practically, you cannot be, if you're spiritual. I wear black, but I don't wear black at night. If I'm going out, if I know if I'm going to be walking maybe 2, 3 blocks, no. If I do it, I'll put like maybe a bright jacket. well, something that can really spark in the night, but not all black. So maybe your shaman didn't give you enough information. It just tell you that you're going to attract black spirit or black energy. But in spirituality, that's what I know. That's what I've been told. You don't wear black at night
Ah,
because you just blend
interesting.
in the dark. So you see the difference?
Very interesting.
Words sometimes
Yes,
can make a big difference. When you do not, when you say
absolutely.
something to somebody and you do not give the person that any information, any explanation, you can take it any way I want to. I can take it any way I want to. You understand?
Yes,
So,
absolutely. Yes. Well, there could have been a language barrier there. He didn't speak any English. So, and perhaps something was lost in
okay.
translation. So there was a
Could
translator
be.
there. So who knows? But it's a very interesting
Mm-hmm,
thing
mm-hmm,
to point out
mm-hmm.
the intricacies of how we communicate information. But I'd love to just open it up. If anybody wants to jump on, there's a little telephone icon. You can click on it and come into the studio live. You're welcome to ask Aika any questions you might have, or just share any thoughts, anything that's come up from this wonderful conversation we've been having. So please, I encourage you to come in and ask some questions. Anybody, any
Exactly.
brave
Don't be
people.
shy. Don't be shy. Don't be shy.
Yeah, I would
I
love to. Would love to hear
understand
from
this
you.
is a very sensitive conversation, but hey, we are all here we are educating ourselves. That's what we are doing. You know, we're trying to learn from each
Yes,
other. I'm learning from Michelle. Michelle is learning from me. I'm learning from you. You're learning from me. And that's what it is. You know, we have to share our knowledge because when we leave this earth, we're not taking anything with us at all.
no, yeah,
So,
yes.
yeah.
Beautiful. I really appreciate you coming on and taking time out from your busy schedule. I know you're a mom and you have an 8-year-old boy, and and he's at school right now, but I know you've got lots of other
I
things to
thank God.
do. And I just wanted to share that Catherine is a really an amazing artist, and she's created these beautiful candles, and you can check them out on her Instagram account. And I think the Instagram account is a little bit different than your podcast. Can you say it again? What is the name of your Instagram account?
Oh,
Is
no,
it
it's the
A
same
Journey in a
thing. It's
Box or
yeah. Yeah, Journey in the
okay?
Box.
Because
The podcast is Our Journeys in the
oh,
Box as well. Yeah,
okay, our
it's the same
journey.
thing.
So our journey in a box or our journey in a box?
Hmm.
What is the correct way?
Our
Is it
Journey in a
our journey?
Box
Okay,
is
got
Our
it. So
Journey,
this is
but hold on. Is
I
Journey.
think the
The
Instagram
only thing,
might be
like, in the
slightly
pod,
different.
really,
Hmm.
I'll have to check it out. Oh, and I think, like,
Okay, check it
and
out.
is a hour. We put hour in front of Journey and the Instagram. So I'm going to change that just to make it the same thing. But the only thing though, most of the candles I don't have them in the Instagram. It's a lot of work to do posting
Ah,
every day, and I'm kind of
I
lazy about
know it
that, to be
is.
honest with you.
No, I understand, but you're going to be creating, or you're in the process of creating a website, right? And that hopefully that'll be done when in January?
No, this week I'm almost done with it. I'm
Oh,
almost done
awesome.
with
Well,
it.
do you want to
Yeah, that's
just
what
put
I've been
put your
working.
website?
Yeah, but it's not up
Yeah.
and running. So what I will do, I can just, like, I will post it on Instagram for sure, and I will send you a link,
Okay,
and you
great.
can share with your, yes. And if I may, Michelle, if you don't mind, I want to tell everybody, if they have time, like around 2 p.m. today, I'm going to share some information about energy on my podcast, which is Journey. Let me put it. Did I say it? Yeah, I think I said it. Yeah, journeyinabox.podbean.com. So if they want, and it's going to be in English, not French. I'll do the French part afterwards. but
Mm-hmm.
French and Creole afterwards. But at the beginning, I'll be speaking only in English because some people, for the first one that I
Okay.
did, they told me that they love it, and if I can have them more, so I'm going to do another one later today at 2 p.m., which is Bali
Wonderful.
time.
Wonderful. Bali time. So if you guys you're already connected on Podbean, all of you here, so you can easily search for her show on Podbean and you'll be able to find it. But I believe on Podbean, I believe it's Our Journey in the Box. So just check, try both
I put
ways. It's
it.
either
I
Journey in a
just put
Box.
it. No, and
Oh, you did.
I just put it. Yeah,
Oh, it is Journey.
Journey in a
Okay.
box dot podbean.com. Yeah, that's what
Okay.
the
Okay,
podcast is.
great. Great. That's exciting. That's wonderful. And so, anybody, do you have any more questions, anybody, or would you like to share your thoughts before we close the podcast today?
They are
I'd like to
shy.
give, they are shy. I'd like to give a
Round of
really wonderful
applause.
applause for Aika. It's beautiful to have you on this show. Thank you.
Thank you, Marie Nania. Oh, thank you, Hortense. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Truly appreciate that. Hopefully, you guys will be able to lock in. Michelle, are you there? Huh, I lost Michelle. Goodbye, Michelle. Huh. Goodbye, everyone.